Alrighty, hey everybody, we're going to be doing a skills interns. This is what you get when you hire cheap labor. Alright, we'll be right back with you. We're going to get this right. Hey everybody, y'all see me now again, huh? Alright, so we've had some requests about how to take care of your cast iron, how to restore cast iron, how to season the cast iron. So I have an old cast iron skillet here and I have a new one. And this one was actually in my storage, and when I got it out of storage, it was very rusted, very dry, the seasoning was gone out, and I had to restore this one. This one's brand new, just came from Lodge. It is pre-seasoned, but in general, the pre-seasoning on the new cast iron skillets isn't very good. So essentially what you're doing when you season a cast iron skillet is you're burning oil into it and creating a carbon layer, which makes your non-stick layer less sticky layer so that your food doesn't stick to the, and we have a cat. Budget. All right, so I'm gonna talk first about restoring these. So this one was rusted. What I did was I just got in there with a scouring pad, some soap and water, scrubbed it out, got a top layer of that rust out, and then I followed my seasoning procedure, which I'm about to show you. This one's brand new. It is kind of seasoned, but if you notice, it's gray. So that means when it's black, it's really seasoned. When it's gray, not so much. What you want to do is you want to rub some fat inside these bowls and on the outside of the skillet, and you want to bake it to cure it in the oven to get that fat to burn and carbonize on the surface of the cast iron. So you can use a number of things. If you want, you can use olive oil, or avocado oil. However, the avocado oil is a lighter oil, and it won't create the carbon layer because of how liquid it is as well, and it might take a few times to do it. What I prefer to use is thicker, heavier fats, saturated fats. I have pork fat, I have coconut oil that I can use. Now the one thing about using coconut oil is coconut oil will give a flavor to your pan that will take a while to get out. So if you don't want to flavor your pan, you might want to skip the coconut oil. The other thing that you can use is beef tallow. My grandpa used to use bacon fat, and he used to put them in there in bacon fat. And bacon fat actually works really well because it does burn, and it will leave a carbon layer. But you have to be very careful because bacon fat can also catch on fire. So you don't want to catch your oven on fire. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to use some pork fat. And all you're going to do is spoon, it doesn't take a lot, spoon a little bit into your pan. We might have to add a little bit more, and I'm going to take a small paper towel and I'm just going to work it around on the inside of my pan. Okay. Now, people will season the entire pan all the way around, and I don't really see the point of that. The pan will eventually develop carbon, turn black. So I don't really worry about that. I worry about the cooking surface. So to me, seasoning the entire pan, the handle and everything, it's a bit of a waste unless your pan was in the condition this one was and it was really rusted. Now the great thing about cast iron is it's pretty much bulletproof. I mean, this stuff will last you for years. If you find a rusted piece of cast iron skillet or dish or whatever at a flea market or something, it may be worth the time to restore it because it won't take a whole lot of effort and you might get a really nice pan out of it. So after I smear that pork fat or whatever fat I'm using on the inside, what I want to do is I want to take this over to the oven. I want to layer out the oven with some aluminum foil to catch any grease that might fall, and I set the oven at 400 degrees, put the pan upside down, and bake it for about 2 hours or until all the drips are gone. That's going to give you a nice initial season to start with. As you cook with this, the seasoning will build up over time. Now, when you go to clean your pans after cooking, you don't want to use soap and water because you're going to strip off that carbon layer and you're going to make your pan sticky again. So instead what you want to do is you can use a scraper scrubber type thing, like a scouring pad. They do sell these chainmail type scrubbers that you put on the inside and scrub everything out with just some hot water. They also sell other types of scrubbers, like a wire mesh scrubber that works pretty well too. So you just scrub out the inside when you're done with some hot water and just the scrubber. After you're done cleaning it, you want to re-season the pan. And to re-season the pan, all you have to do is take a little bit of oil, just like we did right here, and put it in there. And if you have a nice rack or a place to hang the pot, make sure it's a thin layer so it's not going to drip. You hang it up, and the next time you cook, that fat's going to go in, and you're going to keep building that carbon layer up inside of your pan, and eventually get a really nice non-stick. Now, if you're cooking and you notice, let's say you throw a piece of chicken down here to grill up a piece of chicken in the pan, and you notice that it sticks. That's common. And the chicken will actually, that piece of meat will actually release as it heats up. So you don't have to play with it a whole lot. Let the chicken get hot, then you can get underneath with a spatula and lift it out without anything sticking really bad in there. Over time, the pan's gonna get really slick and it's going to not allow things to stick as much. All right, everybody, that's how you take care of a cast iron skillet. It's pretty easy, and we'll see you on the next time. Make sure that you hit the bell at the bottom so that you can get our other skills videos, recipe videos, and our Keto 101 and product reviews and cheese of the week and anything else that we're putting out. All right, all, stay cool.